Hello and welcome to the Discover Your Assets webinar. This week's edition promises to be exciting. You know, one thing we've been so blessed with at Lifestyle Hub is that we've gotten a very unique circle of thought leaders. And today I have a very respectable friend of mine, a business partner. She's a thought leader in the hospitality business industry, and she has over a decade experience in that industry. And today we'll be going very deep on how you can build a fortune for yourself in the hospitality industry. Then of course we bring up the lifestyle of dynamics. Remember that sometimes we travel to Dubai. What do you go to Dubai to do? You know, you say you're going for what? Vacation. You know, it's all about hospitality, but guess what? There is something backing up the hospitality industry, which is what? Real estate. So I want to encourage you to get ready for a very wonderful time with us today at the Discover Your Assets webinar. Get your P Square, get your P Square ready. What is P Square now? Your pen and paper, okay? Because I need you to jot along and see on how you can create a second stream of income for yourself through the dynamics of the hospitality industry and of course the unique real estate opportunity we provide for you at Lifestyle. For me, I'm so excited that you could watch us live today. Today promises to be super exciting because we've gotten a very senior industry player in the house today. And of course for me, I'm super excited that we could drag her into our head office in Abuja, Nigeria. Now let me ask you, where are you watching us from? Is it from Nairobi, Kenya, Lusaka, or is it from Accra? Is it from Kumasi? Is it from Pretoria or Nairobi? I want you to just drop on the chat column your name and where you are watching us from. And I want to encourage you to listen carefully because as usual, we have a special gift for someone today. So today I have a friend of mine, a business partner, and guess what? She's the founder of the H Network. And of course, I'm going to ask her what H Network is all about. Remember, today is all about hospitality. So ladies and gentlemen, with a smiling ovation, please welcome Miss Aisha Yusuf, the founder of the H Network.
Thank you very much.
How are you today?
I'm doing great.
Fantastic. Now, before we go deep into the conversation today, I know you've seen the world. You understand the dynamics of hospitality. But before we go into how our audience can make a fortune for themselves, please talk to us about H Network. Okay,
so the H Network is a network of hospitality professionals. It's gone beyond that now to actually being a network of professionals. Even though we are focused on the hospitality industry, we serve as third-party managers to certain hospitality businesses and tourism businesses as well. We also have the H Academy, which is a school that recruits, trains, and deploys applicants to designated areas. So we help employers find the right trained staff. And we also into hospitality publicity and revenue management. There's a lot. We try to consider ourselves as a network of real life professionals that is a one-stop shop for hospitality.
Fantastic.
So if you're looking at just once you think hospitality and tourism, you think the H Network. Because if you want to build a hotel, for instance, and you're thinking about the land, we've got professionals, architects, land surveyors, the full works in our team of professionals. Then we also go into, if you're looking at interior decor, we also have a network of interior decorators that work with us to, give into that one-stop shop. So we are just full, and again, there are certain criteria we try to meet. And because we are all about Africa for Africa, we try to make sure that we are raising the standards. That way, we do not need any external body or any third-party consultant to come in. We are doing ourselves. So we promote a lot of made in Africa things, and then we are really pro-African professionals.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Aisha. Some few days ago, we published to all our vision partners, a very unique document on how they can generate well over ₦1 million in net profit with their lifestyle of apartment. And somebody said to me, so Abioye, this apartment is going to be like a short stay, so it has to be properly managed. I said, of course it's got to be properly managed because we have a unique partnership with H Network. So for some of us that might be wondering that, okay, how do I manage the dynamics of making money from my lifestyle apartment? Of course, by then you have a lot of interactions with H Networks. Now, Aisha, I would like us to talk about how our friends watching us today, how they can build a second or a third or a fourth career from the hospitality industry.
Okay, that's an amazing question because in as much as, I would start by saying this, in as much as people think hospitality is menial, is small, I would start by saying this adage that there are no menial jobs, they are just menial minds. And I would say this because before even getting to this point of being a founder of such an organization of professionals that come together, I started as a cleaner. I didn't have to, but I understood that to supervise and to train and to understand how this works, I have to do it.
Awesome.
So that's how we also train the people at the academy. You have to own it, you have to know it, and then you can grow in the chain of hierarchy.
Yep.
So knowing this, I would say this keys directly to our Start a Career in Hospitality campaign, where we try to encourage more people to start a career in hospitality. I know you're thinking like, hospitality, tourism, with all coronavirus information we're hearing, I don't know if I want to do that. Well, coronavirus pandemic has given us time to become innovative. It has broadened the horizon. It's not just about going somewhere to get a quick buck. It's about being your best self. So it's gone to owning who you are and how to do what you. And the truth is, Corona isn't teaching us anything that we shouldn't already know, which is personal hygiene, washing of hands, really, keeping personal space. I mean, it's always personal space.
But that's new. Social distance.
Well, social distance. Have you ever been to a place where you have to stand in line and then somebody's right up at your back and you're wondering like, dude, my personal space. It's always been there. It's always been there, but some people don't really understand personal space.
Yeah,
so social distancing, which has turned to physical distancing, which is now just giving space like you and I are, it should be a norm. If you're in a personal space, maybe with family or your loved one, and you decide to cuddle, it's already personal space, and that's how you're all going to live anyway.
True.
But when you go out in public, you should be able to give someone at least 1 meter.
1 meter.
And these are practices that I'm happy because I'm going to see a lot of behavior change, which we're going to key back into hospitality and tourism. Awesome. So people have been asking me, Aisha, are you going to travel? I love to travel. I want to travel the world. Aisha, are you going to travel? Coronavirus is here to, spoil that dream. And I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to probably travel in a different way, travel solo, or travel with my spouse or my partner, or travel with my hand sanitizer, cuddling it nicely, and now more cautious about what I should touch and what I shouldn't, which is what hospitality really has been teaching. Because you want to go to a hotel and you don't want to feel like someone just sat on this toilet and I don't know if they cleaned it right. That is one thing most people think about, because it's like, it's a public place. But when you know that the sanitation is done right, then you are confident to touch anything and open. It happens a lot. For someone like me that travels a lot, I literally travel maybe 3 weeks in a month. And while I'm on those trips, of course, you can imagine how many hotels I may have gone to. And these are all work related. So 5 days here, another few days there. I'm at the airport, I'm doing this. And I am just wondering, of course, once it comes to mind, I'll move with my antibacterial wipes. So all this are not things that I knew. But I'm happy that everybody is coming to that consciousness, So I would say making money from this is, first of all, understanding this. Understanding this and owning it. Okay, Corona is here to stay. Till we have a cure, how can I best live with it, in it? Now, hospitality is a service industry, and there isn't any business that doesn't have service or doesn't require service. So we're also training customer service personnel, people that will take your calls for you. We're training secretaries, because there's also an admin backlog of that. And hospitality is as good as lifestyle. Because there's no way you can talk about hospitality that you also leave tourism out, because it's all about experiencing lifestyle.
Absolutely.
And I have just come to find out that lifestyle is our lifestyle every day. The style we live. If you eat healthy, you stay healthy. If you exercise, these are the things that COVID-19 has also kind of brought to our consciousness. And then you're thinking about, how are these things so new? They aren't. They should be what should be a norm. We should work out. We should eat healthy. We should, drink a lot of water. We should sleep at least between 7 to 8 hours for adults. There's so many little things, and hospitality gives you this. In terms of lifestyle, what you eat matters. And in hospitality, it's not just about the way the food looks or how it tastes. The ingredients also matter. You know, there's so many components to living a lifestyle. Yeah. So if you were to go to work and you decide to go somewhere after work, where you go to has become your lifestyle joint. There are certain people that have been to a certain place every day for the past 5 years, the past 3 years, the past 8 years. I was at a place because we also do reviews, blog reviews, we review hotels, we review restaurants. So I went to a restaurant and somebody asked me, have you tried the tea here? I'm like, tea? Okay, I'd love to try it. And then we ordered the tea and it was really, really nice. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. We should write about this. And he says, yes, I do this every night for 8 years.
Wow.
I know. Wow. And I'm like, wow, that is a lifestyle. And as far as he's concerned, the tea has everything that keeps him going. It has this, it has such, I think it had garlic and ginger, and there was lime, and then he talked about some herbs and lemongrass. And as far as he's concerned, that's his own healthy dose. So things we do back to back ultimately becomes our lifestyle.
Fantastic.
Now, to answer your question on how to make money, I'm just giving some kind of preamble and background.
Yes.
To answer your question on how, it's just to start a career in it. Think long term. What am I good at? After you think about what you're good at, how can I be better at what I'm good at? Because being good at it is not good enough. Everybody's good at it, and COVID has raised the bar and the standards. Now, once you know how to do that, we already have certain guidance processes. So, of course, we're willing to take people through that pros on starting a career in hospitality. We give you hospitality 101. And you know, the beautiful thing about the H Network is that we connect you with an employer.
Awesome.
All you have to do is go through the courses, finish them up, get 80% grades, or your 80% grade, and we pay you with an employer. Awesome. And presently, we have 3,000 people that have gone through this H Network process that have found jobs. Awesome. And we're in 14 states in Nigeria and 11 in the ECOWAS region. So already we have Francophone countries doing this, Anglophone, some of the Anglophone countries, and we have Cape Verde, our only Lusophone country. And now this is just West Africa. We can take the same model and take it into East Africa. And that's the plan.
Absolutely.
So the thing is just improving one person a day at a time, a career at a time, and a process at a time.
You know, some of you might be wondering that, okay, Abiel, what inspired you to inviting Aisha Yusuf here today? Because I needed people watching us to even see another dimension into the lifestyle of vision, because we're a Pan-African housing solution company. And you know, by the time you become, let's say, a Rhodium leader at Lifestyle Up, that means you have 7 apartments in your name. It's not really smart for you to sell up, let's say, 5 of those apartments. You live in 1, you rent out 1. But do you know that you can make so much from at least 4 of those apartments by understanding the dynamics of hospitality industry? And the beautiful thing here is that H Network is across the ECOWAS region. Lifestyle Up is in Ghana. We are launching Nairobi very shortly. Last night, I was on call all through with some of our partners in Gambia, whereby Lifestyle Gambia will be coming up very shortly. Awesome. So what that simply means is that with you partnering with us at Lifestyle Up, automatically gives you access to the H Network. So whereby you don't need to start struggling your head, okay, what do I really do with my Lifestyle Up apartment? Now, she said 2 things that struck me from on how we can make money, because it's about cash flow really right now. But you know, the unique thing about hospitality is that you need to make people feel the comfort they would typically will not even feel in their own homes, for example. So because there must be something extra. And I've realized that in this part of the world, most hotels really don't understand the dynamics or the meaning of what hospitality really stands for. And Aisha said something. He said you've got to first understand it. Okay? Because if you don't understand it, you cannot build a fortune from it. She now said you've got to own the process. Now, Aisha, I know you have to leave very soon. Okay? I need you to just break it down in just few steps. I own an apartment, either lifestyle apartment or not. We don't care right now. We just want to help people on how they can increase their cash flow by understanding the dynamics of hospitality. I have a 3-bedroom apartment. Okay, it's just myself and my spouse that live in it. Our children are in school already. We have 2 rooms free. Okay, and they are all en suite. Okay, and I even have an extra sitting room. How can I make money from my excess space I'm not occupying?
Okay. I'll start by saying, I always say that. There can't be hospitality without real estate because real estate is the bedrock of hospitality.
True.
Having said that, it means that once you have property...
Sorry, before you move on. I have a gift for somebody right now, okay? And I'm going to ask a question midway, okay? I'm going to ask a question midway, and I'm going to pick that question from what Aisha is saying right now, okay? I'm going to pick the question from what she's saying, okay? You say real estate is what?
It's the bedrock of hospitality.
Okay, I needed to help you continue from where you stopped.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And you can't have hospitality without real estate. Now, the reason I'm saying this is, once you even think of a restaurant, it's on a land, it's in a building, the ethics, the architectural design, all those things come into play. And it's actually a process to this.
Yep.
Now, same thing with when you want to set up a hotel. So you think about the land, you think about whether we appreciate if it's in the right location, the kind of people there, is it within an estate, is it residential? All these things come into play. Now, thank God for technology and innovations. We've moved ahead into Airbnb. And that gives you opportunity to either you can rent it. For us, we look out for people who have properties.
Very good.
Because as I said earlier, we are into third-party management. So you have a property, you probably don't have the time or the expertise, we take it off you.
Fantastic.
There are different contractual plans or an agreements that we can have. You want it rent monthly? Do you want it to be fully furnished? Are you selling the carcass? Are you renting? So we give you options and we make it easier. And because we already have a team of professionals, we're giving you professional advice. If you say, well, I have an empty building, I don't have money to furnish it, we bring in our interior design partners. They furnish and they rent it as a furnished apartment. They use it for Airbnb. They rent it for 3-month short-term leases. And I happen to know a ton of clients who are looking for such convenience. So if you have invested in this, you don't have to stay and enjoy it. I have a client who finished up his 5-bedroom terrace apartment with 2-bedroom BQ and a lawn, a really pretty lawn. And the lawn is behind the BQ, which was a bit of a, kind of different because you'd see it after the main building and before the boys' quarter. And why? He said, well, I don't intend to live in a 5-bedroom terrace apartment. He lives in the BQ and enjoying his lawn. And he rents out his apartment. He's a fast thinker.
True.
He has invested, but why? What do I want to do with all of this?
Exactly. You know. Sorry, Aisha. Robert Kiyosaki, one of my mentors, he said, if you are listing out your asset and liabilities, on your liability column, if you own a house and you occupy all the space, that house should go under your liability.
Very true.
You've rented out a part of the house that is bringing you money on a daily, monthly, or quarterly or annual basis. That guy is smart.
I totally agree with that. Totally agree with it. So it's maximizing. It's all up to you. Most people already buy off plan. Most people buy the carcass. Most people. So there are different levels, and it depends on the level of investment you want. But real estate is the only investment that never goes bad.
True.
Never.
True.
There's always value.
Yeah.
Always
Absolutely.
value, and that's because it is part of our lifestyle.
Yeah. True. Like you said. Without real estate, there is no hospitality, okay? Because real estate is a foundation, and that's why at Lifestyle Up, we are basically just trying to change in the narrative. We've gotten a unique portfolio that I would like you to buy into. Now, before I show you that portfolio, so that you can see the unique nature of our apartment, now let me show you a lovely 4-bedroom terrace duplex apartment with a rooftop swimming pool and of course a BQ. You might decide to even live in the BQ and make massive fortune from those 4 rooms. Okay, now check this video out and let me know if you love what you're seeing or not. Voila, welcome back. Now let me ask you, did you like what you just saw? I know somebody's angry with me already that Abia, why will you be asking me such a naughty question? Of course, I like it. Now, of course, let me show you 4 ways, okay? What you just saw is a 4-bedroom terrace apartment, and it falls under our extra luxury program at Lifestyle Up. And you can own one of those apartments for investment purposes. Instead of you selling out, then we'll show you on how you can make on the average ₦1 million per month on net profit. Now, we have the first package to owning what you just saw. We call it the Big League package, whereby you subscribe with the sum of $138,000. Okay, in exactly 8 months, we deliver your apartments to you. And we have a contract with you, and the contract is protected by a 20% performance bond. So what that simply means that you sign up with $138,000 today, we give you a check of about $164,000. When we deliver your apartment to you, you have 7 days to say yes or no to it. If you love it, you return the check back to us. If you don't like it, you go cash the check 45 working days after that. Is that simple? Is that plain? Then, of course, those watching me from Nigeria, with 50 billion naira, you can own one of those apartments you just saw. In exactly 8 months, you have your keys. There is a contract protected by 20% performance bond. We issue 60 million naira check to you upon payment. 8 months after we deliver your keys, you have 7 days to accept it or to reject it. But trust me, it will be so difficult for you to reject those apartments because of the quality of what we are doing. And I encourage every one of you watching us today to please visit us, come to our site, come and see the nature, the structural strength of what we are putting up. As a matter of fact, our rooftop swimming pool has got a 10 years non-leakage guarantee because we develop a unique formula to having a suspended swimming pool. Then, of course, for our partners watching us from Ghana, with 920,000 Ghanaian cedis, you can own one of these. Okay? Then, of course, in 8 months, we have your keys delivered to you. And, of course, 20% performance bond. Now, we have a second option to you owning it under a package we codename Elite Vvip. How does that work? You subscribe with $38,000. You recommend 4 of your friends. You earn 5% on each of them as displayed on the screen. Guess what? And you also qualify for your apartment. Subscribe with $38,000. Recommend 4 of your friends that made the same subscription. Then you qualify for the apartment. Then, of course, in Naira, 13 million Naira subscription. You recommend 4 people as displayed on the screen, and those 4 subscribe with 13 million Naira each. You earn 5% on each of them, which is about 2.6 million Naira, and you also qualify for your apartment. If you are watching me from Ghana, all you need is 205,000 Ghanaian cedis. You recommend 4 of your friends that made the same subscription and you qualify for it. It's a unique leverage platform that helps you make up in numbers what you like in cash or what you don't want to spend in cash. Then, of course, it's getting more exciting. We have the Vvip package, whereby you subscribe with $8,400. You recommend 4 of your friends that made the same subscription. You earn 5% on each of them. And those 4 recommend 4 each, making 16 in your second generation. And that is the end. And you qualify for a leadership bonus of $8,400. And you also qualify for your apartment. Okay? Then, of course, if you are watching from Nigeria, you subscribe with 3 million Naira. Recommend 4. You earn 5% on each, and those 4 recommend 4 each. That is the end. You qualify. That 3 million Naira is the only money you will ever pay. And as a matter of fact, it will even still come back to you in leadership bonus. Then, of course, in Ghanaian cedis, 46,000 Ghanaian cedis. You recommend 4. Your 4 recommend 4. You qualify for your apartment as clearly displayed on the screen. Then, of course, finally, the VIP package. You subscribe with the sum of $4,200. You recommend 3. You earn 10% on each. Those 3 recommend 3 each, making 9 your second generation. Then you earn a leadership bonus of $4,200. Then, of course, those 9 recommend 3 each, making 27, and you qualify. And once you qualify, you are out of the system. For you to requalify, you need to resubscribe again, and that makes the number more realistic. Then, of course, in Naira is 1.5 million Naira. You recommend 3, those 3 recommend 3, making 9, and those 9 recommend 3, making 27. You qualify for your apartment. in Ghanaian cedis, 23,000 Ghanaian cedis. You recommend 3, those 3 recommend 3, making 9, those 9 recommend 3, as clearly displayed on the screen, is about the power of 3. Everybody has got to obey the law of 3. Wow, Aisha Yusuf. Or did I take the wow out of your mouth or something?
You sure did.
What do you think about those packages?
It's very amazing.
Yeah.
And the way you break it down, it's really about leveraging on your social network.
Absolutely.
Which I am totally for. Because in as much as I've been managing other people's buildings, businesses, and all that, it would be nice to also have my own property that I can also, own. And, especially in a place like Abuja, where property is very expensive, but many people within your circle that can help, you can leverage off their network as well.
Absolutely.
I think it's totally brilliant.
Absolutely.
And I totally kid into it, you know this.
Yes.
And it's only because I see the future of hospitality in real estate.
Absolutely.
And it's so easy to tell other people this because you see it real term. It's not something that you're assuming is there, and it's not also digital. It's real. You can see it, you can feel it, you can, because it's easier to, most people work with what they see. So this is definitely not something that is totally abstract, and I love the concept.
True. And it will interest every one of you to know that Aisha, she's one of our very leading vision partners at Lifestyle Hub. I hope you can see the deep connection between Lifestyle Hub and H Networks. Okay, so when you qualify for your apartment, you know that it's also a vision partner that can also provide you with the expertise you need to nairalizing or dollarizing your Lifestyle Hub apartment. And it will interest you all to know that we are going to present Aisha a check of 450,000 naira. You know why? Because she has successfully completed her first level of her Vvip account. But we'll do that before we leave here today. Now, Aisha, people typically think that they need to live or they need to own mansions before they can nairalize, okay, or make money, okay, from the apartment or turning it to an hospitality tool. What advice do you have for someone that lives in a flat, for example? Someone that lives in even a one-bedroom flat, and he wants to convert one of the rooms, okay? Or he wants to do entry and exit, that kind of thing. Your apartment is enlisted on Airbnb already. And you have somebody say, okay, I want to spend 2 nights. You quickly clean up the apartment, you sanitize everywhere. You go, Aisha, please, can I spend 2 nights in your house? What advice do you have for someone that has a flat apartment and is feeling that the flat apartment is not enough for hospitality purposes?
No, it totally is. I would like to reassure everyone who would like to invest in their real estate options that it's really very possible. And I can say that because, for starters, if you have a room, maybe not the 1-bedroom though, but if you have a spare room that you've converted to a guest space, all you have to do is keep it clean, follow the protocols, and publicize. Because nobody would know if you don't publicize it. So you have to get on platforms like maybe the H Network, of course. But get on platforms that will help give you the right visibility to get it in the market. And we can tell you for certain that we can sell that.
Very good.
We can totally sell it.
Very good.
The only thing is, as I said, keep it at least at the standard and follow the protocols for COVID-19 prevention. And you can totally do this.
Fantastic.
And while you're doing that, let me give you a little secret. Invest in businesses like Lifestyle Hub towards getting another place, because it's all about turnover. So how quickly can you turn over what you're making, and how quickly can you invest what you've turned over so that you can actually get something bigger? Now, most business profits you make is not necessarily for spending or just exhausting it because you've made money. No. Wealthy people don't make money that way. Wealthy people invest the little profits, those little turnovers, into bigger projects, so that at the end of the day, they have residual income. They can be on the beach forever, and they can never spend as much as they make. That is how the wealthy stay wealthy. I asked somebody someday, someone asked me that, oh, I know someone that has money, but the person doesn't want to give me. Really? Why? Why should they give you? He said, but they have it. I said, but they don't have it to give you. They have it to do something else. How do you think the rich stay rich or get richer? They keep investing those riches because it won't sit down there and grow like a tree you planted. So the key is investing and reinvesting until you get it to a point where the residual income doesn't stop forever.
Absolutely. You know, in addition to the first secret you gave to them about them partnering with Lifestyle Hub to owning those apartments through Lifestyle Hub, because what we build for people, we build our apartment as if we are building hotels.
Yes.
Okay, because we want our vision partners to be driving home and they feel they are driving to 1 5-star hotel.
That is why it's luxury that you can afford.
Exactly. You know, and the second secret I would like to share is the power of collaboration. You have your apartment, either Lifestyle apartment or any other apartment, because the quality of the furnishing will determine if the client will come back to your apartment the next time he's in town.
True.
And you don't have the money to give your apartment the top-notch furnishing. All you need to do is to collaborate. You know someone that has the money, okay, or you have a friend that is in interior business. You say, you know what, let's collaborate.
Exactly.
Come and furnish this apartment. Okay, then we are going to share profits 50-50 over 5 years, for example. So with that, your apartment will practically sell out almost on a daily basis. You know why? Because you have a top-notch furnishing in furnitures in your apartment, in terms of the bed, the beddings, the seats, the sofas.
Guess what? Because the furniture company has invested in that business. You're not the only one promoting your space anymore.
Thank you.
You got somebody else.
Exactly.
And because it's also personal to them. So that's what collaboration does. It helps widen your reach. So instead of just reaching maybe 1,000 people in your network, you reach 1,000 people in their network, and there's a multiple reaction, or multiple ripple effect of more people.
Absolutely. And it even gets more positively dangerous when you have an outfit like H Network to invest in furnishing your apartment for you, because they have the network already. They simply help you and support you in promoting the visibility your apartment needs. Now let me show you a second option. Okay, we call it the Solid Refuge by Lifestyle Hub. It's a 3-bedroom flat apartment with a maid's room. Guess what? We are promoting vertical construction. It's a 7-story apartment. And on the 7th story, Aisha, it's what we call the family garden. And each block has got 2 standard infinity pools. And each flat has its own family sit-out. So what that simply means that if you decide to Airbnb your apartment, your flat, your client knows that it can easily go to the 7th floor through a functional elevator and relax at night. When that client is back in Abuja or in Accra or in Lagos or Port Harcourt or anywhere that you have the Lifestyle apartment, we always want to call, do you have room?
Exactly.
Because he knows that there is
the standard.
Exactly.
Yes.
Now, check this out, my friends. what you just saw is the Solid Refuge by Lifestyle Up. Of course, I will not ask you if you like it. Okay, now what I owe you right now is how you can own one of these apartments before the end of this year. Okay, now if you are watching us and you have the fund already, you want to leverage on your fund with $90,000, you can own it outrightly. $90,000, and in exactly 18 months, your keys are delivered to you. And of course, there is a contract, and that subscription of $90,000 is protected by 20% performance bond. Then, of course, in Naira is 35 million Naira outright purchase. Okay, then of course we can work with you in collaboration with H Networks on how you can turn that apartment into an income generating investment platform. Then of course in Ghanaian cedis is 522,000 Ghanaian cedis if you want to buy it outrightly. Now we now built in 3 other packages, okay, that helps you to leverage on your social capital to own in this apartment too, because at Lifestyle Up there is something for everybody. Now let me talk to you about Avon 3.0. You will subscribe with the sum of $19,000, okay, $19,000, and you recommend 4 of your friends that made the same subscription. You earn 5% on each of them, and you qualify for one of those luxury flat apartments. Or you subscribe with 7.5 million Naira. You recommend 4 of your friends that made the same subscription. You earn 5% on each of them. Then you qualify for one of those flat apartments. Or you subscribe with 111,000 Ghanaian cedis. You recommend 4 of your friends. You earn 5% and you qualify for one of those flat apartments. Then we have what we call the Avon 2.0. You subscribe with the sum of $4,621,000. You recommend 4 of your friends. You earn 5% on each of them. Then, of course, those 4 recommend 4 each. Then you qualify for one of those flat apartments. Or in Naira, you subscribe with the sum of 1.8 million Naira. You recommend 4 of your friends. Those 4 recommend 4 each. Then you qualify for one of those flat apartments. And in Ghanaian cedis, 26,000 Ghanaian cedis. Then you recommend 4 of your friends. Those 4 recommend 4 each. Then you qualify for your apartment. And of course, Avon 1.0, you subscribe with $2,310. You recommend 3 of your friends. You earn 5% on each of them. Then those 3 recommend 3 each, making 9. You earn a leadership bonus. Then those 9 recommend 3 each. Voila, you qualify for one of those flat apartments. Guess what? You can actually own one of those apartments with 900,000 Naira, less than $1 million Naira. But there is work to be done. What is the work? You recommend 3 of your friends that made the same subscription. And those 3 recommend 3 each, making 9. And you earn a leadership bonus. Then those 9 recommend 3 each, making 27. And that's the end. Then you qualify for one of those apartments. And in Ghanaian cedis, is 13,402 Ghanaian cedis. You recommend 3. Those 3 recommend 3, making 9. Then those 9 recommend 3, making 27 as displayed on the screen. Then, of course, you qualify for your apartment. There are a whole lot of benefits built into those packages I just shared with you. Under the extra luxury program, there is no time frame, but get it done in 3 months, then we'll give you a car worth 9 million Naira as a gift for doing it in 3 months. Under the Solid Refuge, no time frame, get it done in 3 months, we give you a gold bar, 30-gram gold bar, 24 karat, and of course, you also expand the frontier of your asset base. Those are ways to owning any of those lifestyle portfolio that you can convert into an income generating system. Now let me get back to Aisha. We are wrapping up gradually. Okay, now let me drop a question. Aisha, you said something very striking earlier. You know, it's a phrase you made, and I want to throw it back to our audience. And I need the fastest fingers, okay? And we have less than 5 minutes to doing this because we are wrapping up very shortly. She said that real estate is the what of hospitality. Okay, you got to fill the blank. She said, real estate is the dash of hospitality. I need the person that has the fastest finger. Okay, the fastest finger first, and of course, we are going to send this to you at absolute no cost. Okay, it's a book by Napoleon Hill. I've read this book over 5 times. Think and Grow Rich. I know some of you have the PDF, but it's very powerful when you have the hard copy. Okay, so who is going to go with this? Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Okay, and of course I'll get Aisha to send you a love letter. Okay, she's going to write something there. Okay, so not love letter, she's just going to write something to just inspire you on how you should start considering playing in the hospitality industry. So she said real estate is the what? Okay, she said real estate is the dash of the hospitality business. Okay, should I give them a clue or something? Should I give them? No, it's too early for that. Okay. So the fastest finger, and our team, they are watching right now, and of course they are going to announce the very first person. All right, Aisha. Now we just explained how they can own one of those solid refuge by lifestyle of apartments. What's your thought about those vertical construction?
Well, they're totally innovative. I like the fact that, considering how real estate is so precious, we are maximizing vertical construction as against horizontal constructions, which I really love the concept of the vertical building, because considering how precious real estate is, we are maximizing the space, and we're getting, what I love about vertical buildings, especially being on the top floor, the view.
Absolutely.
Which is what I also love about what Lifestyle Hub is considering in their buildings. Have you been to the site, guys? Have you been to the site? Now, they are choosing really choicey, or the locations are very choicey, and they all have a view. So I love that, and I cannot wait to actually get to the point where I can have at different locations, building slowly, and it's a great.
Fantastic. We're wrapping up gradually. Now, I spoke to you about roughly 8 packages. Okay, the big league outright package. Then we have the elite Vvip, the Vvip, the VIP. We talked about the solid refuge, outright purchase, the Avon 1.0, Avon 2.0, Avon 3.0. If you really want to know more about these packages and you are considering joining Lifestyle Hub through any of those packages, I want to encourage you to please contact the very person that shared the link of today's webinar with you, okay? Please contact them. They are very knowledgeable. They are our vision partners. They will be more than happy to providing more clarity. So I want to encourage you. And of course, feel free to check out our website, lifestyleassetup.com. Lifestyleassetup.com to discover us more. Now, Aisha, I know you said something that gladdens my heart, okay, before today's event. You said you would like to give us some free mentorship program, because we have 2 sets of people watching us right now. People that want to build careers in the hospitality industry, so that they are looking for good paying jobs that will help them grow their skills in the hospitality industry. Then secondly, people that they have real estate, they own real estate already, but they are looking for how they can make money through the real estate they own already. Now, what is the offer for each of these 2 categories of people?
Okay, so I'll start with those that are willing to go into a new era, to start a career in hospitality and tourism. I would be picking 5 people to mentor. Hopefully, teach them the tricks and tips, the trade secrets, how to manage businesses or hospitality businesses, how to put standard operating procedures in place, help them, get certain certification courses, and find them a good paying job, so they can actually grow in that process. Fantastic. But there's a training process, so they have to go through the training. And then there's a job waiting for them at the end.
So let me rephrase what she had just said, in case you are still wondering, what is she talking about? Is she for real? Is she really giving her this offer? Now, because Aisha, she has paid her dues in the industry. She manages massive hospitality portfolios within and outside Nigeria, and through a network, the H Network, they want to give out to 5 people watching us right now, not 6, 5. The first 5 people to respond by just sending an email. What's the email address?
info@h.net.
info@h.net. Okay, 5 people that want to build careers in the real estate, in the hospitality sector.
There's still real estate.
Yeah, still real estate, but at least the hospitality aspect of it all. Okay, so if you are looking forward to owning or having a job in the hospitality sector, but there is a process that must be followed. You have to go through the training process, the mentoring process. Then once you can pass the exams, then of course H Network gets you a well-paying job. Wow, that is fantastic. In this period that there are a lot of people looking for jobs. Then secondly, the second category.
Now, for the second category, you already have your assets. And we're going to help you monetize it. We have certain programs we can put you through that will help you understand revenue management, how to put your properties on market, how to put it in Airbnb, and how to monetize. So we'll also be choosing 5
property owners.
Yeah, property owners, and help them monetize their properties.
Fantastic, fantastic. So 5 property owners. You own an apartment, maybe a flat, a duplex, they are just empty. You are thinking of annual rent. Annual rent is good, it's fantastic. But trust me, once you can get it right, you can be earning consistent daily rentage, okay? Which even gives you peace of mind. Because sometimes your tenant will pay you one year, you are very happy. Second year payment, there's an issue. Okay.
But so, not with hospitality.
Not
here, you don't only, you actually earn much more than you would have if it was annually.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the good thing is that those 5 people will even show you a business plan on what you can make in a year, okay, even before you consider. So if you're a property owner, send an email right now to
info@h.net.
@h.net, okay, info@h.net. Just indicate your interest in being mentored, because everybody needs mentorship on how your apartment can be dollarized or can be nairalized, okay? Now, thank you so much, Aisha. That is so very fantastic of you. And that's why I'm encouraging every one of you watching us right now. You've got to belong into our network, okay? This is not just about the referral program. There is a massive opportunity for you to build capacity, because once you join Lifestyle Up, you have access to different opportunities. We are building a unique Jewish community that simply say that at Lifestyle Up, we simply do business with ourselves, okay? So you need to come to, like in Abuja, for example, we have 5 construction sites, all work going on, okay? Now, there are a lot of supplies to be made, okay? We have a lot of work to be done on sites. Who are we dealing with? Our vision partners. The money is designed to what? Revolve around us. And guess what, Aisha? 5 years from today, we want to be known as one of the richest set of people from Africa. Amen. So I want to encourage you, be part of what we are doing and take advantage of the opportunity that H Network is actually providing us today. Now, we've got to do something very unique. You know, Aisha, she's just a big woman. You know, she makes money. She has multiple streams of income. And I'm so delighted that she has achieved another feat. Okay? Sam, please get me Aisha check. We've got to present that check to her. You know, under the VIP package of when you subscribe with 1.5 million, okay, you sign up with 1.5 million, you recommend 3 people, and you earn 10% on each of them, 150, that is equal 450,000 naira, okay? Aisha, she's a very busy person. Now, let me even ask you, Aisha, how do you do it? You're very busy. Thank God for COVID by now. I'm sure you've been in Burkina Faso right now, somewhere in Senegal. Okay, how have you been able to achieve this first feat at Lifestyle Hub?
Honestly, I will give all the credit to Lifestyle Hub. They make it easy. They make it seamless. In short, if not that I've invested in this and I believe in this, I'll be like, wait, do I really deserve it? They do all the work, literally all the work. And apart from just linking them to a few people I knew who were interested, you know, they took it off from there. And next time they called me and Aisha, you got a check of 450,000 naira. And I was like, oh my, you know, and it's really exciting because this is an investment as it is. And in as much as it is tedious, it's always making money in any legal way.
Exactly.
So this is, in short, I'm speechless. And I'm usually never speechless, but you know, I'm just overwhelmed by this.
And by implication, what that's that our 1.5 million is gradually coming back to her. And the next phase now, for those 3 guys now, we all work with them to also recommend that 3 each. Then guess what? She earns a leadership bonus of 1.5 million. Like I always say, success without effort must be suspicious. All we need from you at Lifestyle Hub is just take 1 step. For every 1 step you take, Lifestyle Hub will take 2 steps for you. Okay, and the first step you need to take is that just expose our concept to your network. And our telemarketers, our professionals at Lifestyle Hub, we do the follow-up for you. We invite them, get them to watch our webinar on a weekly basis. Every Saturday we are live here 4 p.m. Nigerian time, 3 p.m. Ghanaian time. Okay, and you'll be so surprised how well you will have been able to expand the frontier of your asset base. So Aisha Yusuf, congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So next time you all be seeing me, I'll be here with 1.5 million naira check, doing the dance.
Oh,
this is just the beginning.
All right, now after that exciting moment of presenting Aisha a big massive check, for 50,000 naira. Okay, now we have another gift we want to give out, which is the Think and Grow Rich book by Napoleon Hill. So the question, real estate is the what of the hospitality industry. The word I'm looking for, according to Aisha, is bedrock. She said real estate is the bedrock of the hospitality industry. Now, who is the winner? Fantastic. So our team will be announcing the winner and will advise you on what to do. Then, of course, this will be sent to you, will be couriered to you, irrespective of your current location. Then, of course, I will encourage you to please read this book. I've read this book like 5 times, and it practically changed my life. So I want to encourage you to please read this book, Think and Grow. Because of this book, between 11 p.m. and 12 midnight, I hardly sleep. That is like my thinking time. Okay, very good. So Aisha, I really want to thank you. Thank you so very much for investing your time with us today, and thank you for being so generous with those information you shared on how we can expand our cash flow through the hospitality industry. And of course, I'm sure the next time we'll be having you will be right on one of those lifestyle apartment units, which should be very, very shortly. We're at the finishing stage, whereby we can take them through, or we take them on a tour of the apartment and how they can generate revenue from each of those rooms on those apartments. So a final word from you as we wrap up finally, Aisha.
Well, I think the last thing I'd like to say is for everyone to keep working on themselves. Yeah. There's no final destination, there's no final journey. We can only be better every day. So if I was better yesterday, I'll be much more better today. Yeah. So if you keep being in the moment, doing what's right, a lot of positive energies, there's nothing you want that you won't get. Very good. And before you run, I would like you to drop your Instagram handle for some of our friends that want to follow you right away. Okay, to follow me on Instagram, I think that's the same name I have across most platforms, is Miss Aisha. At Miss MS _ Fantastic. It's on the screen already. Yeah. So Miss Aisha. Yes. Okay, very good. On Instagram and across all the social media platforms. Thank you so much, Aisha. And that marks the end of this week's Discover Your Assets webinar. I hope we've been able to add value to you again today. Next week promises to be equally exciting with another seasoned guest with a unique topic that you can use to expanding the frontier of your career and of course of your business. So I want to encourage you, be part of our unique community, talk to your friends that invited you this week, and let us achieve the good life together. Thank you. My name is Abioye and I'm the CEO of Lifestyle Up. God bless you.